I have to now apply 35 different visas on my passport. And I told Mr. President, I said, Mr. President, I really don't have the time to go and be dropping my passports in embassies to get a visa. But you see, the most annoying thing is that, yes, if you are treating everybody the same, then I can understand. You know.
So me very much sure pa say oh Aliko Dangote ube getting very worried after say IShowSpeed eba Ghana ha eba beto Africa streamer beto Africa timi travel across 20 countries in Africa. Na Aliko Dangote dey ontimi nyesa no getting very worried. I am here to give you the explanation as to why Misusu say Aliko Dangote getting very worried. As always, I go by the name Blowman and I am your proud American blogger. Sending your first time, if today happens to be your first time on this channel, I will beg you to subscribe. Also leave a comment in the comment section like share so let's dive straight into the main issue. No, I had him say there is a comparison going on, say in for advocating for Aliko Dangote and the business, the tycoon business men are a war Africa as a continent. They struggle before they can travel across all African countries.
When an hour ago, I complained to President Kagame.
At least you can come here visa-free.
No, here is the best example, but I told him that, yes, as an investor, as somebody who really wants to make Africa great, I have to now apply 35 different visas on my passport. And I told Mr. President, I said, Mr. President, I really don't have the time to go and be dropping my passports in embassies to get a visa. But you see, the most annoying thing is that, yes, if you are treating everybody the same, then I can understand. You know, I can assure you, Patrick doesn't need 35 visas. It will change. And what I keep saying, right now, our main job is to make sure the regional markets, they all work. Okay? Once they work, then we can now go to AFCTA. But the AFCTA also, we need to make sure that it works.
Like visa applications, stress and the kind of stress before answer no me atraba a neighboring African country normal investment. But this whole people are talking about, say a streamer from America can travel over 15 to 20 countries in Africa now with just a USA visa. He doesn't need any visa from anyone, just USA visa. No, they are travel across 20 countries in Africa as a continent and so. And these people are saying, if you remember, Aliko Dangote shared his frustration, he needs 35 to 38 different visas to travel within Africa, alone. Africa alone. But people from the Germany, people from the USA and other Western countries, do not need visas to travel to Africa. Some, most of the African countries, the Western people, have visa and they can get to their country. But Aliko Dangote is positively growing the economy of Africa. And this such person, just when you 35 to 38 visas and some with me country and the continent. So investment, and people are now doing this whole comparison. I don't know. Saying I won't me no. My sense and answer me opinion. I say, why don't we give that investors no mo invest within a African continent no so no. Why don't we give them a free visa? No mo ntimi travel ko other countries. African countries no munko investment investment that at the end of the day boosting economy, at the end of the day creating more jobs. And this investor and I said this rich man needs to pass through visa applications, like the kind of stress they will pass through before getting and the stress they film no money at the other to them is a waste of time, a very insufficient at the moment, because the little minute and the little hours spend it me yield something positive. So spending these whole hours applying for visa to invest in that same country now applying visa is just something we need to think about it again. We need to think about it again. And I do second people who are more advocating for, say, Aliko Dangote and other rich persons are more Africa. And we say, ebenya visa free. So no omo bibia betimi aye convenient. Say they are more in and out to how to run the business and everything. Biano ebetimi aye very easy and very convenient. So if a streamer from the USA can use just one US passport to travel across 20 countries in African continent, and so they are. Why don't we give these people, these rich people now, or more a boost the economy now? These rich people now, or more giving more employment to our youth, to our people, your citizens, Then tina ye more that free visa no fa any baby. And it's very sad. It's very, 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 very sad. See a better now pan yetimi ama like obi ba kupe nipa ba kupe. Etimi go through this kind of stress, and at the end of the day, if Aliko Dangote comes to Ghana or Babe investment, he is here to open more, create more jobs, and creating more jobs and also automatically means he say a bit creating employment at the amount. So why then must we pass them through this stress and some, because almost pass it through that stress and then waste of time, waste of resources and money at the other. It's money so maybe. So mami hunu adventure here we speak about facts. We speak about facts. Inti mami hunu adventure what this whole thing. Na ye advocating more for these people no muntimimba other countries in so and member creating jobs and creating employment and money are there. As always, I go by the name Blowman and I am your proud American blogger, Macram.